Hello and welcome. Take a few moments to get yourself into a nice, comfortable and relaxed position. Whether you want to be seated or fully reclined, just check in. What does your body need to feel safe and well, relaxed and at ease to the best of its ability today? So once you've adopted your posture, just take time to notice that surface beneath you and behind you. Inviting just a little bit of length and energy to move up through the spine. Nothing rigid here. Allow ease and softness to come through the face, the jaw and the shoulders. Gazing softly down towards the earth, or if it feels safe to do so, invite the eyes to just slip to a close. Let's transition with ease and awareness. Just take time to decrease the consumption of the external world as you start to become reacquainted with the internal. If it feels safe and accessible, certainly bring focus to that breath and just notice the breath. What is it indicating to you? Where is it prominent within the body? Does that breath desire to slow down, to deepen, creating just a soft, gentle rhythm through the belly and the chest? A wave of expansion and contraction. And just as you breathe and settle in, I'd like to open our practice today with a poem by Mary Oliver. This one is titled, I Worried. I worried a lot. Will the garden grow? Will the rivers flow in the right direction? Will the earth turn as it was taught? And if not, how shall I correct it? Was I right? Was I wrong? Will I be forgiven? Can I do better? Will I ever be able to sing? Even the sparrows can do it, and I am well, hopeless. Is my eyesight fading, or am I just imagining it? Am I going to get lockjaw or dementia? Finally, I saw that worrying had come to nothing, and I gave it up, and took my old body and went out into the morning and sang. So just noticing what lands for you, what feels invitational or curious from those words. No need to force the experience. Just tune in, listen. The intention of sharing that poem was to help us get into our bodies, to see the impact of worry, and perhaps be curious to take on the invitation to give it up, to honor and be in a loving relationship to this body, to take it out and allow it to sing however it desires. So if you'd like, just breathe and gently come into your body, slowly letting awareness travel all the way to the feet. More than observing the feet, can you come to the experience within them? the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet, the toes and the spaces between them. Breathe, listen, feel. Are there any sensations? Are there any points of contact or pressure? Or perhaps, what is it like to be in the feet, having an experience of nothingness? There's no right or wrong. Drop into the feet. Dance with any aliveness that may be present. If there's been a wandering of the mind, just finding the way back to breath. Come into the body and let awareness just gently journey through the ankles, the shin bones, all the way to the knees, experiencing what's here in this area of the body, the lower part of the limbs, the space between the joints, the bones, the ligaments, the muscles, taking it all in, relaxing, deeply listening. How is this area of the body singing, communicating, and experiencing this moment? Sensation, contact, temperature, inviting awareness to flow freely from front to back, side to side, left to right. Slip beneath the analysis, knowing that there's no way to do this practice wrong. You're here. You're coming back home to your body. A practice of noticing, becoming familiar with. So just as awareness rides the movement, the subtlety of breath, just drawing focus through the knees to the upper legs, space between knees and hips. Journeying awareness through the hips and the glutes, taking in this area. What's here? What do you feel? Does an invitation of relaxation feel accessible or necessary? Offer it, holding no expectation that the body takes it. Breathe and be here. What's the song of this area of your unique body? Movement, constriction, contact. More than the judgment, what's the feeling? Sensing any indicators of aliveness between the knees and the hips. Relax the jaw, slow down the breath, come back into your body. Feeling awareness, just move through the hips, the pelvic girdle, and then allow it to come to the back body, that lower back, the mid back, the upper back. Space for awareness to dance and flow. Offer ease, relaxation. Gently cue this area of the body that it can trust the surface beneath and behind. What happens when you sink beneath the story? It's natural and human to have preference. But what if, for just a moment, even just this breath, you unhooked from this is good or this is bad, this is right or wrong? You simply listened. You experienced the indicators of aliveness through the hips, the pelvis, the back. Slowing down the breath, noticing. And just gradually feeling awareness come to the tops of the shoulders. Taking a moment to pause. A new perspective of that internal landscape. And then it's as if awareness trusts in the gravitational pull as it flows effortlessly down the arms, however they are positioned. Sensing any weight. Is there a feeling of tingling? What's the movement? The direction of this movement within the arms? Awareness, just naturally curious to the experience within the hands. Perhaps it feels safe and accessible to invite the hands to soften, to open. A posture to communicate receptivity, curiosity, open and engaging with this moment, whatever it holds. Slowing down the breath, listening to the subtleties, acknowledging that this body is alive. How is it communicating that it's awake? It's having an experience. Without forcing or manipulating, just ever so gently feel awareness draw to the front of the body, moving through this area that we call the core, the lower abdomen, the upper abdomen, the rib cage, the chest, eventually letting awareness take pause at the tops of the shoulders. But do give space and time for awareness to flow in this area, this home to many organs and systems, to felt sensation and instinct. Often an area within the body that we can really feel and tune into the breath. Slip beneath cognition and come into the aliveness, the movement and the energy that is present. This could begin by noticing breath, sensing heartbeat. rest once again at the tops of the shoulders, noticing this new moment, taking all of it in, observing, feeling, transforming because of this experience. And then awareness may be curious to just continue its journey ever so gently through the neck, the throat, the face and the head, this area where we experience and engage so much with the external world through our senses. If it feels safe and accessible, can you in this moment, with this breath, gently unmask, unfurrow the brow, smooth out the muscles, unclench the jaw. Let awareness take in what we call the original face. Noticing the wakefulness of senses, eyes, ears, nose, mouth. Slow down the breath and just be touched by the movement, by the singing of this area of the body. And just when awareness feels ready, allow it to expand, moving freely wherever it desires, from the top of the head to the tips of the toes, swirling gracefully from front body to back body, side to side. Spaciousness, curiosity, breathing, remembering the aliveness of this unique body. And so I invite you, if it feels safe and accessible today, to just transition the hand posture slightly. Maybe the hands come and rest over the heart space, or you place one hand gently on the heart with the other hand resting on the belly. Ever so gently, just soften chin towards chest, a posture of reverence and bowing. Relax the jaw. Thank you. Thank you to this body, this home for your humanity, this body that allows you to practice and experience this life. Rather than perfection, can this be a moment of companionship? A thank you to this vessel that allows you to practice, move, and engage through it. and maybe in time even with it. As Megan Watterson says, this body is my soul's chance to be here. Wherever that entry point is for you today, quietly whisper, thank you. And as we end this practice, I would like to thank you. Thank you for your practice, your courage, and your presence. Until next time, please keep safe and be well.